Hi everyone, this is Julianne Victoria of Through the Peacock's Eyes. Welcome to my next deck review video for my deck tour series. Today I'll be looking at the Druid Craft Tarot deck and the Druid Animal Oracle deck. I used both these decks for the weekly reading of August 12th, 2018, and I'll link that on screen at the end of this video. Okay, so both of these decks, one thing I want to point out right away is that they are very large cards. So, for example, this is a normal size tarot card. This is the Druid Craft Tarot. And this is the Oracle size. So huge cards. They are a little difficult to handle, so I don't use them very often. Mostly just personally or for YouTube videos, because it takes time and it's difficult for me to shuffle them, so it's a longer process for me to get kind of into that zone before a reading. Okay, now the artwork in the tarot deck is very Rider-Waite-Smith inspired, so pretty traditional symbolism with a druid imagery. So the Hermit, the Two of Pentacles, our Nine of Wands, the Ten of Cups, Seven of Swords, and I love this Seven of Swords, completely different take on this card, King of Pentacles, and Seven of Cups. So I love the artwork. I'm mostly Celtic, so I'm always drawn to Celtic and Druidy things. Now for the Animal Oracle deck, the backs of the Tarot deck, just simple, brown. The backs of the Oracle cards, simple, but beautiful artwork on the front. So here we have the fox, the cow, the horse. So most of the animals are normal earthly animals, but there are dragon cards in this deck. So let me pull them out here for you for the four elements. So we have the air dragon, oh, I thought I had put them all together, the earth dragon, the water dragon, and last but not least, our fire dragon. So I love the dragon cards. And then of course we have our blackbird, the adder or the snake, the bear. So beautiful animal cards, just a very huge deck, so difficult to handle. One thing about the little booklet that comes with it is that it's not in alphabetical order. And I've noticed that with some Oracle decks, that the little booklets, the cards, the animals, whatever it is, aren't in alphabetical order. So it can take some time to find them. Yeah, so know that beforehand as well. But it is a nice little informative little Oracle deck booklet. Okay. Now the shuffle of the two decks. Because they are huge, it is really difficult for me to shuffle. So I'll try to do this without spilling them all out. So I can slowly and get my fingers in there, barely shuffle this way. What I have done is I've split the deck sideways and sort of done it this way, but it's not as easy either. And I know some people just shuffle like this, so if this is the way you shuffle, you won't have a problem. But they are huge cards. I can't even get my finger behind it. Okay. Okay, so that's the Tarot deck. And the Oracle cards are even slightly bigger. This is the Oracle than the Tarot. So shuffling this way, I mean, it's a smaller deck, so it's easier to bend. So in that sense. You can get your fingers around it, but ooh, it's a stretch. It's a stretch. And it's also quite a stretch shuffling this way. But the cards are smooth, they don't stick together. So that helps. And then the tarot deck, again, I can barely hold on to them like this. I'm only able to do it because I was preparing for the weekly reading with these. But when I first pull them out of the box each time, I can barely hold the cards. Okay, so something to keep in mind, and I never know that cards are coming in monstrous size. I usually look if it's available for ordering a deck. But yeah, I don't think it's normally said how big they are. I guess it depends on where you order the cards from. But something to keep in mind or to look for, maybe you'll find it better than I do when you order decks. I still love the deck. It's just really big, so I don't use it with clients because it's just hard for me to handle. But I do like the artwork of both of these decks. Okay, that is my little deck review for again, the Druid Craft Tarot and the Druid Animal Oracle deck. All right, thank you for stopping by. Again, I'll link the weekly on screen. It should be on either side by now. And thanks for stopping by.